everybody, to the Superhumanistic Podcast, where we talk about all things health and wellness. Thank you for joining us today. And just a recap of last week, we talked about running. So if you want to find out about all the benefits of running, ways to get started, and how that's going to help your health, go back and check out last week's episode. Also, don't forget to follow us on Superhumanistic on everything. YouTube, Instagram, goals@superhumanistic.com is the email address. So drop us a line there. And we'll go ahead and kick it off this week with talking about a lot of people's favorite, chocolate. So we are going to talk about the benefits of chocolate, the types of chocolate that you should be eating, and really just ways to kind of get in that chocolate and make sure you're getting those rich antioxidants.
Yes.
So the best type of chocolate to eat is going to be dark chocolate. So you're probably looking for something around 70% cacao, as they say, or more. So definitely that dark chocolate is going to be the best one to eat because it's going to be full of a lot of vitamins, antioxidants, flavonoids, and also less sugar. So that's why dark chocolate is better for you. We like to get German dark chocolate from our grocery store. I find that chocolate from Europe or Germany in particular is just much better than any kind of chocolate you're going to get here from a U.S. company. They just seem to have perfected it. It's high in the cacao or cocoa content, and but still tastes very good. It doesn't really have like that super kind of
like the bitterness that you have with the darker chocolate.
Aftertaste. So that's our chocolate of choice.
A little trick is to put some like sea salt. So delish. Then it also kicks that bitterness. So yes, the higher percentage does taste a little bit more bitter than like your milk chocolate. Less sugar, but having salt with it does make it taste better too.
All right, there you go. That's a type of chocolate you should be eating. What are the main benefits?
So some of the benefits that dark chocolate has for you is that it does increase your heart health. So again, my husband was saying that antioxidants in the darker chocolate actually lowers your blood pressure. It reduces that risk of clotting, as well as increasing that blood circulation. So your heart gets healthier because your blood's able to circulate and get to your heart easier. It's not working as hard as if you were to eat more sugary items. Dark chocolate balances your immune system as well. So some of what's in some of those antioxidants within the dark chocolate are called flavonols. So the flavonols in dark chocolate actually prevents the immune system from going into that overdrive. So it's not constantly being used, which then reduces your oxidative stress. So you're going to get sick less often. That's how powerful dark chocolate can be, why it's beneficial to actually eat a little bit of it throughout your week as well. You can get sick less often. It combats diabetes. So I know kind of counterintuitive, but again, we're talking about the darker chocolates here, not your milk chocolate. Don't go buying Hershey bars unless it's the dark quality. So you want to aim for that 70% or more of the cacao. But you can actually combat diabetes by eating dark chocolate. So the and I am going to not say this correctly, but epicatechin within the dark chocolate. So again, another antioxidant within dark chocolate protects the cells in our bodies and it makes our cells stronger, which helps support then that process of keeping your body insulin better. So it's processing, our body's able to process that insulin a lot easier from this particular antioxidant epicatechin that is found within those darker chocolates. It also improves your brain function. So eating dark chocolate can give you the flavonols in dark chocolate, gives you that little boost in your brain as well. It includes having better reaction time, as well as that visual spatial awareness, and you get stronger memory with eating dark chocolate because of those flavonols that are found within the dark chocolate. Along with that increase of blood flow, I had mentioned earlier that it increases your circulation. So that same circulation that's being increased not only is helping to impact your heart health, but it impacts your brain because more blood oxygen is able to get to your brain, helping with that memory and all of your brain functions there. It also boosts your athletic performance. So eating dark chocolate does give you a boost in athletic performance as well. Again, the epicatechin that is found in dark chocolate increases the production of the nitric oxide that is found in our blood. So that supports not only that blood circulation, but allows some more oxygen to get into your blood. So then the more oxygen, the better blood flow you have, the greater you're able to perform in whatever sport you're performing in, or if you're going to the gym, you're going to find that your workouts are a lot better. I know our protein that we like to use is typically the chocolate protein. It tastes better to us, but also has those benefits of helping with those sports endurance too. So with your blood being able to get recycled through your body, you're able to perform the physical activities at a more steady pace, which helps you to then, of course, maintain your workout intensity for a longer time. So you get a better workout in once you are eating that darker chocolate. Again, not really mattering, like not going and taking a bit of chocolate right before you go and work out. That doesn't matter per se, as long as you're getting some dark chocolate, which I know weird having people prescribe you to eat chocolate, but having dark chocolate, whether it be at night or before you go work out, is going to help to increase your performance. It reduces stress as well. I know that when I am stressed out, I tend to want more like salty foods, or I'll go to like the sweet foods. And my go-to typically is chocolate. Anytime that I feel stressed out from work, maybe it was a bad day, I just had a lot to do on my plate, or throughout my week, a lot going on at home, I tend to want to go grab a piece of chocolate. As long as I'm eating the higher cacao in chocolate, it will help to reduce that stress. And I do notice that when I'm eating chocolate, my stress tends to go down as well. So there's something to that. My body's actually telling me this is what you need in the moment. So eating those darker chocolates does help to level out your stress hormone, and then it reduces the levels of that stress hormone, cortisol. So there is benefits to not only your physical health eating dark chocolate, but as well as your mental health, making sure that you are eating chocolate that has that 70% cacao that my husband was talking about earlier, because those chocolates, the darker chocolates, are going to have those higher levels of the antioxidants and flavonols. And then, of course, with everything that we kind of talk about as far as food-wise, even though, yes, chocolate can be good for you, too much of anything is not going to be good for you. So you want to make sure that you are aiming to only eat it once per day in a little amount. Really follow what your nutrition guide on the back of your food is telling you as far as what is the amount that you should have for that food that you are eating. So we typically will eat just a small, like literally small, probably smaller than that, square of chocolate. after our dinner, and that's our treat then for the day.
That's dessert.
Definitely something that I look forward to in my day, especially if I've had a more stressful day. However, on those more stressful days, if I had chocolate earlier in the day, then I just don't eat that chocolate at night. So kind of make sure you're balancing out those foods as well, right? Too much of a good thing can also be bad for you. So making sure that you find that balance and limit the good treats that we have as well. So those are the benefits that I have for you for chocolate.
Yeah, a lot of great benefits there. Antioxidants, some heart health benefits, lowers cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, LDL, cognitive function. So there's support for the cognitive function, preventing any kind of cognitive decline. So some really good benefits. And that dark chocolate, as my wife mentioned, moderation is key.
Yeah.
Trying to aim for about 1 to 2 ounces per day or 30 to 60 grams per day. That is very important. And make sure that you're still continuing a well-balanced, healthy diet. You don't want to rely on chocolate for all your antioxidants, of course. So again, just a great thing to incorporate into your diet each day in moderation. So I think at this point, do we have a challenge for them?
Yeah. So I guess really the challenge then, like most of our food episodes, is to go ahead and try to incorporate the 70% cacao chocolate into your week. Maybe make it a treat on like a weekend, or make it your like nightly ritual sort of after dinner sort of treat. And like I said earlier, if you find that the dark chocolate's too bitter for your taste buds, over time you'll get used to it, but maybe eating it with a little bit of sea salt on top, or putting sea salt in your hand and liking that after you eat the dark chocolate does help to kind of cut that bitterness in it too. So yeah.
All right. Well, make sure you follow us on Superhumanistic on everything. Hit that follow button on this podcast so you never miss another episode. And don't forget to get out there and start implementing a lot of these health tips into your life so you can be more superhumanistic. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.